Welcome, everyone, back to the Dungeon Boys podcast. Episode 3, I believe, if I'm correct. Today we have stuff to talk about.
Yes.
What is that stuff? I'm wondering as well. Alright, we're going to talk about the 2 weeks in Destiny, because we missed 1 week because we had to pre-upload, so we didn't get to see what was around for that week, so we didn't have to get to talk about it. And then we have this week's story that just kind of ended recently. And then we're going to talk about E3 and some about the 2 Loki episodes that are out. In that order, also.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me fix something real quick. Entertain them while I'm gone.
All right.
Just don't do anything that will be copyrighted.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're good talking about, like you said, Destiny, E3, and Loki. Especially about the Nintendo Direct and Xbox part of E3. As well, you know, the 2 episodes are out in Loki, and I don't know about Destiny. I don't know. Are you done with what you were doing?
Hello, I am back. Sorry about
Hello.
that. I heard you say, "Are you done with what you're doing?" right when I got back to my mic.
Nice.
Alright. You better not have started singing
wait.
Never Gonna Give You Up while I was gone. We would have got very much copyrighted and also DMCA'd, which would not be very good. Especially if you sung this whole song. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay.
All right. So
we're gonna start off with Destiny.
What are we gonna talk about first? Destiny.
I don't remember completely.
You lead off.
I don't remember completely everything that happened in the story before the one that we're at now, like this week's. I know this week's was pretty good, but you just finished, like, recently, the story that was in number 5. Do you remember what happened there? Or anything?
That was in 5? Honestly, I don't pay very heavy attention, so I don't really remember.
Well,
I think the end
fun,
of
guys.
5... That's the end.
Thank you for watching.
I know it was either 4 or 5, where, like, Osiris, I think Lakshmi, and Saint 14. But no. Yeah, they all get... Which week was the one that had the cutscene of, like, it being that Saint 14 killed a bunch of the people?
Oh shoot, I forgot to change off of starting soon, but we're good. Where Saint 14? I think that was week 4, I think. Or 3. One of the 2. I'm pretty sure it was
I think
4.
it was 4, and I don't remember the one after. I don't think 5 was very heavy, like in.
I don't think there was a lot that went on in 5, no. I think 5 was the one where they had, like, where Mithrax said that, like, one of the fallen kids, like, had walked past Saint 14, and then Saint 14 went to raise his hand to wave at him, and then the kid, like, kind of ran away because he was scared. Like, Saint 14 was he's moving over. He's not trying to be as like he was before. He's trying to be nice with the Fallen or the Elixir, whatever you want to call him. You know.
Yeah.
But this week we got something that we already knew for like 3 weeks now. That's Savathun was the one behind the Endless Night. Well, Savathun and Quaria. Which I'm pretty sure Quaria is a Vex that was corrupted by Savathun. Was like taken from what they said in the story.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty cool, but it's not like every person who has been playing Destiny for the past like month didn't already know that. Everybody who's stuck with it, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty predictable.
Yeah, it's Destiny we're talking about. A lot of the stuff is predictable.
So yeah, I mean they literally put Cade's death in a trailer, so.
Yeah. I still don't like how they did that. What?
You can't hear this, right? Hold on. Do you hear a beeping sound?
I did not, no.
Okay. That's my mic muting, so I was making sure.
No, I said I did not. I didn't know. No, I'm joking. That was your mic beeping, you said?
Yeah.
Wait, how? Wait, is your mic a bomb?
No, I'm muting it.
I
pressed the mute button
when you mute it.
Yeah.
Is that because it's Bluetooth?
I guess, I don't know.
I mean, I've never seen a mic that beeps when you mute the mic.
Yeah, because I press a button to mute it. I don't like.
I just press a button on the mic. Changed to mute mine.
Yeah, mine's just a little button that I press.
My last mic that I had a button on it that I pushed, but it still didn't make a beeping sound. Which also every mic that I've had has been wired. So
yeah,
I wish Xbox had the ability to use. Can you use a Bluetooth mic on Xbox? I don't think you can.
I don't know if you can use a Bluetooth, but there are wireless mics. I just think they're like a special kind made for Xbox.
They need that. If they added the ability to use Bluetooth, it'd be very helpful for a lot of people. You know.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I broke my last headset before I got this one that I'm using now, which needs to be exchanged for another one of this one. Because it's doing some weird glitches every once in a while. But before I had this one, when mine was broke, I was wondering if you could do like Bluetooth. Because if so, I was going to just, while I was waiting for these, just use my Bluetooth earbuds that I have, you know. Because, I mean, I can talk into them and stuff. And, I mean, but I don't know. I don't like that you can't use Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, we kind of went down a complete rabbit trail there. We were talking about Destiny, and now we're talking about Bluetooth headsets. It changed. Let's see. Okay, so, we want to go into the next thing, like E3 now?
Sure.
I mean, there wasn't as much to talk about in Destiny, like, right now.
Yeah, without there really being anything like
behind the Endless Night, that's really been, like, the biggest thing that's happened up recently.
Yeah, I only watched the Nintendo part of E3, so hold on, let me look up.
Well, the Xbox part, I didn't watch the Xbox part either, but I know I was in it because I saw after, like, the games that were announced. And I have a picture on my phone, a screenshot of the games that were announced.
Yeah.
So. It was a pretty good amount, and you're already able to, like, pre-download a lot of them on Game Pass, like the ones that are coming to Game Pass. Yakuza Like a Dragon got added to Game Pass, and I've been playing that a bunch. So.
Yeah, that's a good game.
Hades is coming out on August 13th. Back 4 Blood's going to be on Game Pass, which I'm happy about. Because there were 3 games that I wanted that I saw at the Game Awards, and that was Outriders, which I was completely disappointed in. Back for Blood, and then Scarlet Nexus, which already has a better looking thing than Outriders, but we don't need to go over that again. We went over that in our last episode. So, yeah, I mean, Scarlet Nexus I have pre-ordered, so then I would have successfully gotten all 3 of the games that I wanted, and one of them which needs to just be deleted off of my account. I've already pre-downloaded Back for Blood and Hades. Also, there was a game called Origami 2. I watched the trailer for it. It looked pretty cool.
Nice.
It looked kind of like I don't know. I don't know completely what it is, but it looks cool. So I went ahead and pre-downloaded it. And then Forza Horizon 5, I pre-downloaded it as well. Among Us is coming to Game Pass.
Nice. Aren't they also adding 15-player lobbies too?
Are they? Wait, really? That's a lot.
Yeah, I think they
people.
just added that. Yeah, I think they just expanded the lobby count to 15. I think on June 15th, like a few days ago.
Huh.
They expanded it.
Oddly specific there, considering you're saying you think.
Well, I'm reading it on the thing right now.
Oh, so you think, but you're reading it perfectly, like set in stone right now.
Well, yeah, they're expanding it. I don't know if it's actually part of the game or if it's like an extra thing. Like if you can choose, like I don't know if you can choose like 10 or 15 player lobbies or if it's just now mandatory 15. Like I don't know.
It might be a choosing thing, but still. Hello Neighbor 2 is coming to Game Pass. Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Game Pass. So I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
You know, that's coming to Game Pass in July, too. July 27th. Right after Ascent. The Ascent comes out. Whatever that is. Yeah. Dark Alliance is coming out on June 22nd. So that'll be the next game to be on Game Pass. Other than that, there's not a ton of stuff. Like, a lot of them didn't really give, like, full dates. Some of them were just, like, fall 2021, like, December. And then we obviously have Halo Infinite, which still says holiday. That game better be good. I'll tell you that much. After all this waiting... It better end up being just
well, if the last 2 Halos are anything to go off of, we know the story probably won't be very good.
Well, Halo 4 was good.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as
Halo 4 was the first shooter I ever played, so...
Well, yeah, so you're biased.
I'm biased.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as the first couple ones.
No, but I mean, I still liked it.
Yeah, I mean, 343 does not have a good track record so far, so I'm staying
optimistic. Yeah.
Optimistic, but I'm not like getting my hopes high for it.
Yeah.
I mean, based off of what they released, it looks good, but I mean, they can look good with trailers.
But
yeah.
I mean,
I am excited for it. It has been in development for like 6 years.
Yeah. Hopefully that just shows that they're dedicated to actually making this one good. Because I mean, Halo 4 was good. I mean, not, like, obviously, like you said, not the best, but Halo 5 was not great. The only good thing about Halo 5, in my opinion, was the multiplayer. Other than that, like, the actual story and stuff was not good.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember, but, I mean, from what I saw, didn't they say, like, Halo Infinite was going to be sort of, like, open world almost? Like, not fully linear? Or I can't remember.
Let me see. Well, they've already had a lot of campaign missions that are, like, not... like that are open world. Let me see.
Yeah.
Infinite. Open.
I think it'd be cool if it went like open world, but like not like Destiny open world to where you like get quests and stuff to do to complete the story, but like open world but also linear at the same time.
Yeah, it says Halo Infinite is somewhere in between an open world and traditional Halo. So it's more open world than the previous ones while still being somewhat like a traditional Halo.
Okay.
But it's not like a full-on open world.
See, I don't mind that.
Yeah. I don't mind it if they want to make the game more open. I just don't like it when every game thinks they have to have like side quests and stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having some side quests on the side along with it because I mean, I feel like with Halo, it's like once you beat it, it's over. And then you just have like nothing else to do with it other than multiplayer, which gets boring after a little bit. So I don't mind having a few like side quests to run around and do after the game ends.
But I feel like they already have enough replayability with like the skulls and stuff and like legendary difficulty.
True.
Where you don't really need side content. I think there's already enough that they've had before to where it's more than enough like on its own.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want like if there is like side missions and stuff. I just hope it's not like you don't really get rewards from it. I just hope it's something fun you can do, not like, oh, if you want to get this really good weapon, you have to go do 8 different side quests. You know, like I hope it's not like locked behind good stuff to where it's like necessary to do.
Right.
Like if it's just something fun, that's whatever.
Well, and in Halo, most of the time the weapons have been like ones that you just pick up off the place. They're not like not like weapons that you do quests to unlock.
Yeah, that's and I'm just saying. I just hope it continues like that and doesn't go where like
Yeah.
One thing from E3 that I was kind of surprised by was I like the look of the new Battlefield trailer.
Yeah, it did look cool. Other than
the
dude falling out of the plane, shooting a rocket launcher, knocking the plane down,
though.
landing on the same plane. Because that's so realistic. That would happen in real life all the time, dude.
Dude, I don't think anybody's playing Battlefield or Call of Duty or anything like that for the realistic aspect of it.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty maybe, like the ones now, like Modern Warfare and stuff. There's not really, there's not much of like non-realism in it. You know?
Oh yeah, I guess.
But I mean, this is also 2042 we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, it's the future. He probably had a jetpack.
Yeah. Yeah, because in 2 decades we're going to have jetpacks.
So, did you see the thing about Sea of Thieves with Pirates of the Caribbean being added to it?
Man. Yeah, I saw that.
Do you want to play that the day it comes out? Me, you, and Dan. No, come on, man.
No, I do. No, I do not.
Come on, dude. I'm doing it now. I'm not doing it alone.
I don't like Sea of Thieves that much, and I've never watched a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Sea of Thieves that much either, but it's still fun to mess around in.
Okay. When does it come out?
This month, the 22nd or the 21st, one of the two. Like if you are able to, me, you, and Zan can hop on and just mess around on that day.
Because man, it's like that game died like a year ago. They keep dragging its corpse out for a new update.
Hey, I don't mind it. I mean, it's a fun game. It's just
it comes
only
out.
Fun. It's fun, but only when you have people to play it with. You know, like if you're playing it alone,
4 days.
It's garbage.
Comes out this Tuesday.
Yeah. So I mean, you'll have work to do, but whenever you get back from work, I mean, I won't be here either. I'll be somewhere else throughout most of the day. But whenever you're off, me, you, and Zan can mess around on it for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right. Cool. Anything else we can think about talking about to extend this?
Well, for E3, I mean, we got Breath of the Wild 2.
The Nintendo Direct, but we're not at that date yet. I mean, for like Xbox and Bethesda. Oh yeah, they added Doom 2016 back to Game Pass again, so I can finally beat it.
Oh, nice.
No, I can't think of anything else that was big
Well,
for the Xbox showcase.
Oh, for Xbox?
Were you about to? Yeah, for Xbox. Can you think of anything else that was like really big that got announced?
Hold on, let me.
Oh! I forgot. Sonic Colors Ultimate got announced.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So a remake of Sonic Colors, or remaster, just HD remaster. I was looking around on Coming Soon on the Xbox store and saw it on there, and I went crazy. I was like, this is sick.
Nice. Well,
Sorry, what? What were you gonna say?
Well, have you seen that Xbox exclusive that Bethesda's making, Starfield?
No, what is it? What is it? Salute?
Yeah, the game that Bethesda's making,
No, that's what
Starfield.
I'm saying.
Have you seen that?
That's what I was saying. No, what is it?
I don't know. I just seen a lot of people are excited for it. People keep freaking out about it.
It's a space game, which makes sense since the name is Starfield.
Yeah, a lot of people are mad because it was originally announced for PlayStation, but then Microsoft bought Bethesda, so now it's an Xbox exclusive.
Let's go. Screw PlayStation.
Watch, this game's gonna end up sucking though. It's like, oh man, we're getting our first big Xbox exclusive in the last 6 years, and it's not good.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's be honest, a lot of the Xbox exclusives we've got have ended up being not too great. You know.
Have ended up being what?
Not too great.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
The last good one I can think of was like Ori, and I didn't even play that. I just heard it was good.
I played the first Ori game. I never played the second one. I need to, because the art in it and just the music and stuff that I know is great.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess you could tell that also from like the first one as well. Like, the music didn't change. Like, I mean, the music changed, but the style didn't change. It's still the same art style.
Well, it's nice that they're adding Hades to the Xbox and also PlayStation.
Yeah, I've already got that pre-downloaded. It was a Switch and PC exclusive before that, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, with Sonic Colors Ultimate, I think it's gonna be on all systems, like the day it launches. It's $30 or $40 right now, I think, to pre-order just the regular edition. There's a Sonic movie pack add-on. What the heck is the reason for that? It literally just adds a blue aura around you, dude. Like a blue, lightning aura from the movie. Because we all needed that in Sonic Colors. And then there's also the thing for just giving you 4 new player icons. Like, because anyone's going to care about that.
Yeah.
Just play the game. It's a great game. Enjoy it. That was one of the only Sonic games that was a Nintendo exclusive until now. Like the ultimate, the HD version of it is going to be on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Switch.
Yeah.
I can't imagine playing a Sonic game on PC, though, especially with keyboard and mouse. I mean, if you hook up a controller to it, that's different, but with keyboard and mouse, I feel like that'd be weird, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I know some games on Steam, like Sonic games and stuff, will be, only controller. Like, you have to have a controller to play it. Like, Castle Crashers on Steam, the remake of it, it requires a controller. You can't play it without one.
Yeah.
So, it might be the same way with Sonic games, but I'm not sure. Excuse me. So Nintendo, then.
Oh, we got Breath of the Wild 2.
Finally. We didn't have any footage of it before. Now we have, I guess.
Well, there was a small teaser.
Yeah.
There was a teaser trailer.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't see any gameplay, and this showed a little bit of gameplay, with the going through the rocks, the.
Yeah, so it looks like. It looks like the sky's gonna be. I've heard that the map.
It takes place above the old world. You're gonna have the entire old Breath of the Wild 1 place to explore. Plus, you're gonna be able to go into the skies above it.
Yeah, and apparently Link's doesn't Link have a new arm? He a metal arm or something?
I don't know.
His arm looked different.
He had red smoke coming out of it at the beginning, so. You know.
Yeah.
And the castle from before is now lifted. It ascended.
Yeah. So, apparently Breath of the Wild 2 has a name, but they're not releasing it yet because it has a spoiler in the name.
Yeah, like you said on the other day, like it's literally you're gonna beat the entire game. Like it's just gonna be a black box you pick up out of a store. You're gonna beat the entire game, and then Nintendo's gonna email you what the name of the game was, so you don't
Yeah,
get it spoiled.
yeah. You're gonna get a text message.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be from the director, like the leader at Nintendo, and it's just gonna be like, here you go. This is the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm assuming it's something about the game that they're gonna announce later, but they just don't want to announce yet.
Yeah. I assume they'll announce the name, like, because I feel like we're not going to get another Nintendo Direct for a little while now. Now that this one happened. And I feel like they'll probably announce some more stuff about it at the next Nintendo Direct, since they said the process of it's progressing a lot more now. Like they're working on it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And they said they want to have a 2022 release, so
yeah. And we're also getting the Skyward Sword port next month.
Next month. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to jump straight into like, oh, I'm going to get this instantly, you know, because I didn't really enjoy Skyward Sword originally. You know, like on the Wii, and I know they're taking motion controls out of it, which is cool and all, but I still don't think I'm going to jump to like getting it instantly. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I also don't think motion controls was like the only bad part about Skyward Sword. It just wasn't the greatest. It was one of the weaker Legend of Zelda games.
Yeah, the thing that I hate with Skyward Sword is how it's like this year is the 35th anniversary for Zelda, and last year was the 35th anniversary for Mario. And for Mario, you got like a 3-game collection port for $60. I think.
And you got he got his own Switch system that looked like his like his clothes colors. And plus,
and I think they also
technically 4 games actually, because you count like you got Bowser's Fury, which was a new game for him, and they remastered 3D World. So,
but that was this year. I'm talking about last year.
That was like beginning of this year, like right at the beginning. I think either way, whatever. Anyway.
Oh yeah, but still. And then for Zelda, it's like we get a $60 port of one game, with a massive feature in the game being locked behind a $25 amiibo. And
what's the feature in the game that you can't do?
You can't fly up into the sky without the amiibo. Like you can't teleport. No, you can fly into the sky, but you can't. You can't like the amiibo makes it to where you tap the amiibo, and then you teleport up into the sky. Like you instantly go up into the sky, and they're locking that feature behind the amiibo.
It's amazing that that amiibos are still going. You know, it's like the only Toys to Life thing that is still like people are still like constantly buying, like when they come out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
But it's a feature that should be part of the game.
I think amiibos are cool to collect. You know.
Yeah.
I have a good bit of them, so.
Yeah, it's a feature that should be in the game. It's locked behind a $25 amiibo.
What's the amiibo of just him in his outfit from Skyward Sword?
No, it's Zelda and the bird from the game. It looks pretty cool.
You should totally send me a picture of it when you get the chance.
Yeah, I can.
Or I can just look it up myself, by the way it works.
I'm looking it up right now.
Alright, yeah, and then also, well, I mean, that's technically not all he got for his 25th anniversary. He got a Game & Watch.
Oh, dude, a Game & Watch?
No way, dude.
That three people are gonna buy?
He got a Game & Watch, like a small Game & Watch. It's probably gonna cost freaking insane amounts of cash.
It's $50. It's $50.
That's still a lot of money for 3 old games plus literally just the exact same game from like the original Game & Watch, but with Link as the character.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he got those controllers though. Those are pretty cool looking. Those Joy-Cons.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sucks that they're Joy-Cons because Joy-Cons aren't great. It would have been cooler if it was a Pro controller. You know.
Yeah.
And then what else? He got something else. I'm not remembering at the moment. No,
What
that was
for
it.
Zelda?
No, that was
Yeah, that
it.
was it. Yeah, it's
that
just
was
the
it.
game. It's literally just the Game & Watch system and a $60 port.
And then controllers, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's not much.
It's
and
like, hey,
the thing is, for the Mario version, he got a 3-game port. $60 for 3 games that will take like
and did they
20 to like 30 hours to beat each game, especially Super Mario Sunshine and Galaxy. Plus, I'm pretty sure they're bringing Super Mario Galaxy 2 to the game as DLC.
Yeah, but didn't they also put a bunch of Mario games on the Switch last year too? Like
Yeah, they brought out the 30 Mario. It's a remake type thing for all the original Mario games. Like it's like better sounding music, better looking graphics of the like original Mario games plus the Lost levels. Like all 3 of the original games plus the Lost levels. I don't remember if World was in there or not. I think it was.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, Mario got a lot more. The thing is, like with his 3-game port, it's 3 games that regularly, if they were to bring them out separately, would have been $60 a piece. But they put them all into one for one $60 thing that gives you like 3 games that in total probably amounts to like almost 100 hours of gameplay because of how long each game would take to beat and then collect all the stars and all the secret stars and everything secret in the games in general. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And then they're also saying that they're going to bring out Super Mario Galaxy 2 as DLC now. That's another, 40 hours added to the gameplay, you know? Because Super Mario Galaxy 2 was a lot longer of a game and a lot harder of a game than Super Mario Galaxy 1 was. And there was a lot more secret stuff in it. So, you got a lot of gameplay, and then Zelda just gets Skyward Sword, and it's just a remaster. It would have been different. It was like a remake, you know?
Oh, it's not even a remaster. It's a port.
They're not even changing the graphics.
I mean, it's gonna be in HD,
Well,
but
that's
I don't
what I'm
think
saying.
it's
That's technically a remaster.
all ports are usually HD ports, so it's literally just putting it in a higher definition. It's not actually changing the graphics. It's literally just putting it in HD on the Switch.
Well, is it remastered just putting it in HD though? Like if you're remastering,
no, remastered is usually actually changing the graphics, like not just changing the resolution.
Well, that just makes that just puts salt on the wound.
Or at the very least, even if it is just putting it in HD, remasters will usually actually have it'll come with all the DLC or something from the original. There'll be other bonuses, not just, hey, you have button-only controls in a new amiibo.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. And to think that we just made a full 6-minute segment just talking about one thing in the Nintendo Direct. We're not even close to done.
Yeah.
Mario Party. Mario Party Superstars. I cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I
kind of wish there were more boards.
Did you ever have Mario Party Top 100?
Top 100? No.
Okay, so basically, what that was is, it was the top 100 minigames, in one thing for the 3DS, but there was only one board to play on. It was a small little, circular board. This is what the top 100 should have been. This has all the old minigames and bringing back, 4 or 5 boards from the old games to play on. You know?
Yeah. I do wish there were more boards, but still.
This is exactly what the top 100 should have been. You have a different array of boards. I think it's still more boards than the new, Super Mario Party had. Super Mario Party had 4 boards, though. So it's still more boards.
Yeah, but it's just because I think it's in N64.
I like Super Mario Party because they actually brought back the whole run around on different places and not be in a car. But there was just not enough boards, and the boards just weren't interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm glad to have a new one, and these boards actually look interesting because they're old ones that people remember, you know?
Yeah.
And it's cool to see them in, new quality and just, now, modern-type graphics and stuff.
All I know is that they have Peach's birthday cake from the first game, and I don't like Peach as a character, but that board was amazing.
Yeah.
That was like the best board in Mario Party 1.
Yeah. You know, I really want a freaking, like, a GameCube and an N64 just to go back and play, like, all the old Mario parties, like, from 1 all the way to, like, now, you know.
Yeah.
You have all the Mario parties, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they work.
Hey,
I'm not sure if the discs
how
work or
about you
not,
just bring your GameCube and your N64 to my house next time you come over, and we can just play all of them. Or next time I come to your house or something, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want to play them again, especially like Mario Party 6 and Mario Party 8. I miss Mario Party 8.
Those were good.
I want to buy Mario Party 8 back. That was my favorite one. And it was Mario Party 8 was the last one to actually feature Toad and Toadette as characters, if I'm not correct. If I'm not
Wait,
mistaken.
the last one that featured what?
Toad and Toadette as characters. I don't think they were in 9 or 10, were they? And they're not in Super Mario Party either.
Wait, they featured what?
Toad and Toadette as characters to play as. Because I think after that, they got taken to where they were like hosts or something.
Yeah.
And it was just a really... I liked the character roster in Mario Party 8, I mean.
Yeah, there was a lot of characters.
Yeah. We should definitely do that at some point.
Yeah.
Alright, what else do we got? From the Nintendo Direct. I know there's more.
Well, there was... Well, I know for you, there was the, Danganronpa.
Yeah. Yeah, I need the pre-order price to be announced for the collector's edition, because I'm buying that. I'm pre-ordering it. I want the collector's edition. I've seen what's in it, and I want to get it. Hey, it took them... How long has it been since the last Danganronpa? Since the fourth one, or not the fourth one? It's been 10 years since the series started. I know that.
Yeah.
Because it came out in 2010, the first game did. So, this is kind of their big, 10 years celebration. What they're getting for 10 years of the series going.
Yeah.
And I expected the games to just be ported to the Switch eventually. Because the original games, like all 3 of the original ones, not counting Ultra Despair Girls, were originally kind of meant for handheld devices. Because I think the PSP or the PS Portable, PlayStation Portable, they were on those. All the original ones were, like the original 3.
Yeah.
And then they also have 1 and 2 on the phone, and they have them all on the PC. So I expected the Switch to be one of the main places for them to do it over to, considering you can play it in handheld mode, and they were originally meant for handheld devices, you know.
Yeah.
So it made sense to port it over to the Switch at some point. I just didn't expect it to happen this soon. I had been actually thinking about it happening for a while now. In my mind, I was like, it's going to happen at some point. And then I sat down to actually watch the Nintendo Direct, and when I saw it pop up, I was like, called it. But I didn't know it was going to be this Nintendo Direct. It was going to get announced. Yeah. That was pretty cool. What else do we have in the Nintendo Direct? We had, that game that was something with... It didn't take place in somewhere like Persona or whatever. What was the name of that game?
Oh, like SMT5? SMT5.
That was the name. That was the name of the game.
Oh, it's Shin Megami Tensei 5, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That game just didn't hit it for me. It didn't look very interesting.
I mean, I like turn-based stuff, so it looks kind of cool.
Turn-based stuff doesn't bother me, but the game didn't look all that interesting to me.
Yeah.
And then it was just a trailer, so it didn't give us everything. You know.
Well, plus this is the 5th game, so I'm sure if he played the previous 4 games, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Probably. There was that racing game or whatever too. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, but there was like a racing game that was almost like you
It
saw that,
looked
right?
alright.
It looked
Yeah,
interesting.
it looked alright. I'm
Uh,
excited for that Monster Hunter Stories too.
Man, I was really expecting for us to get a new 3D Mario, 2D Mario, new Zelda, new Mario Party, new Mario Kart, and everything all in one, dude.
Well, that's what most of the people on Twitter were expecting. So
There's not gonna. I don't. I want a Super Mario Odyssey 2, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. To be honest, I do think it's gonna happen eventually with the success of the first game. I don't. I highly doubt they wouldn't. You know. I think it's going to happen,
I mean,
but I
I
don't
feel
think it's
like
going to happen anytime
the
soon.
only time they really made a sequel in terms of the main 3D Mario games was Galaxy and Galaxy 2, right?
Yes.
They usually don't make like direct sequels.
They don't make direct sequels
I wouldn't be
usually, but Odyssey 2 is something that a lot of people are expecting at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
That's what I'm
considering
saying.
the fact that in Odyssey,
With most of the games, they haven't made sequels because they haven't done as well as others. But Super Mario Galaxy did really well, so they made a sequel. Mario Odyssey did really well. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a sequel. You know.
yeah, especially since they can do a lot more in a sequel with like Cappy, like if you want to throw the hat, like they
I
can
think
expand upon
that
that.
they can expand enemies that you can change into. There could be different enemies to use along with all the old ones. Luigi could have a better role other than just being a costume and a online balloon world type thing. You know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they're ever gonna do a big enough role with Luigi in games at this point.
Yeah.
He gets his own series, and it's literally just hunting ghosts. I've never been a huge fan of the Luigi's Mansion series. I mean, I know the third one was really good, and I need to finish it, but I've never been a huge fan. Yeah, I like the Luigi.
So what else was there Nintendo Direct?
I mean, I was talking. Thank you very much. Do you hear me right now?
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is, I think it would be interesting because we know the 2 players in Super Mario Odyssey before was one person plays as Cappy, one person plays as Mario. I feel like that didn't work out super well. You know, it felt like whoever was playing as Cappy just didn't have as much to do. You know, they didn't have a bunch of control over it. I know using that is like some people use their feet and their hands at the same time to get up to places and do speed runs and stuff, which is pretty cool. But I think it'd be interesting because we've seen Super Mario 3D World like a long time ago, back when it came out on the Wii. It had the ability to play as 4 different people at the same time running around.
Oh, the Wii U.
You know, what did I say? The Wii U. I meant the Wii U. But when it came out for the Wii U, it's had the ability to play as 4 people, and they never took that away. Plus, it has online play. So I think if they did make an Odyssey 2, they have the ability to add online play and just make like 2 players. Like add Luigi in as a character that someone else can play as. You know, with its own Cappy. You know?
Yeah.
Which is, I think is the same, because a lot of people want a third game. A third Super Mario Galaxy game. And I think a lot of people weren't very happy a lot with the original like format for 2 players, where one person collected star bits and that's all their role was to collect and shoot star bits. I feel like though with Galaxy it'd be a little bit harder to do a 2-player or like 4-player type thing on that. You know.
What if they mixed Odyssey and Galaxy and made like they brought the Cappy back, but in a space game?
For like a Super Mario Galaxy 3 type thing, but with like both.
Where it combined
I think
both.
Cappy needs to get a bigger role in the Mario series in general. I think he needs to be added
I wouldn't be mad if he becomes like a recurring part of the games.
I think there needs to be better 2D Mario games. And I think it'd be interesting if Cappy was involved in 2D Mario games with like a different role. Like maybe not capturing people, but like being able to like defeat people with Cappy. You know, like Goombas just throw the hat at him and he gets like stunned, and then you can like run into him and kick him, and then he's like drops a coin or something. You know.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more they could do with Cappy that they haven't yet. And I think there really just needs to be a reboot of all the 2D Mario games in general. Like, because the same format we've had before, like, same graphics and stuff is cool, but I think it needs to be changed. I think we need new stuff, you know.
Yeah.
1 second. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I mean, if they were gonna mix like Odyssey and Galaxy together, I still don't think they could do the 2-player thing in Galaxy that I was talking about. Like the same thing with like 3D World, because you're like switching from planet to planet and like grabbing different stars to pull yourself there. It'd be kind of hard to keep 2 players together at the same time. Because I feel if they were doing that, if they like spread apart too much, they'd just bubble like in 3D World and switch, like move to them. But I don't think that would work in Galaxy, considering how many different planets you're moving from in each world. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Nintendo is one to surprise, so maybe.
They sure are.
They sure are.
So we also got that with are we done with Nintendo, or are we still talking about Nintendo?
We can keep talking.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? We also got.
I was just gonna move on to the Square Enix part, but if we're talking about Nintendo,
I forgot about the Square Enix part. What did we have anything else for Nintendo? Hold on, let me look up because I don't remember everything.
I mean, the new Smash character.
Smash character. I don't really care for it. I've played Tekken for like a small amount of time. I didn't really enjoy it, and I don't know any of the characters.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it wasn't announced at E3, but it was shown, the Mario Golf game.
That is, that's actually going to come out very soon. And I want to get that. It looks cool. You know.
Yeah. I don't like golf, but it does look pretty cool.
I'm gonna look up the Nintendo Direct and see if we've missed anything. All right. Oh yeah, the Wario game. I forgot about that. I know I've played barely any of the Wario games. I played the one for the Wii. What was it? Shake It or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like the only Wario game I've ever played. But I know a lot of people are excited. But did you ever play
the WarioWare games though? The WarioWare games?
No, never, not once. I don't think I've really ever touched any of them. I know a lot of people are excited about this one though, because there hasn't been one in a while.
There was also the Metroid Dread game.
I've never been a fan of Metroid. I've never played any of the games, so
yeah.
I kind of just like looked over that one like the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
I guess that's really it. So Square Enix then. I didn't watch much of the Square Enix. What?
One thing I know for Square Enix is just Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I don't think they announced a ton at it. It would have been cool if we got something about Final Fantasy 16. You know.
Yeah.
The Guardians of the Galaxy game looks cool, but I'm not keeping my hopes too high or like anything like that. I don't have very high hopes for it, considering how the Avengers game did at launch. I don't think. No, I mean, I don't know. It could end up doing really well. I'm not going to say anything. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing from Square Enix.
Yeah, it didn't get anything.
Most of it was literally just Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I'm looking on the website. It was literally just, let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the Black Panther expansion and Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, I didn't. They officially announced that now.
Yeah, Marvel's Avengers War for Wakanda is an expansion.
Nice. I need to beat the original game, and I still need to beat the one for Hawkeye and the one for the other character before I even go into that one. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Was that it?
That, and then a new game called Babylon's Fall. Not sure what that is. Updates for the Life is Strange games, and then Stranger of
The
Paradise
Life of
Final
Strange
Fantasy
games?
Origin.
No way! How is that series
that was...
still ongoing, dude?
I don't know.
Dude, now there's one. I think it's new, but it's the Colors one that has colors in the name.
True Colors.
Yeah.
True Colors. Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah.
This is like the third Life is Strange game. How is fourth? How is this series still going, dude? Seriously though.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, how did they announce 5 things and the presentation was 3 hours?
3 hours, and they only announced 5 things.
Or it was either 2 or 3 hours. There's one that's 2 hours. I'm guessing the other one's just like ads and stuff. But apparently, yeah, it was literally about. There's literally a 4-minute video from IGN that like puts it all into one video. They literally put everything in 4 minutes. Which, I mean, I guess they don't have a lot of stuff in development right now, so I guess makes sense.
Yeah.
There was also one for Capcom, wasn't there? That also had like nothing.
I didn't watch a ton of E3 other than like the Nintendo Direct and the Xbox thing, which I didn't really watch either.
Capcom's is also 2.5 hours. Let's see. Capcom E3 2021 showcase.
Oh yeah, they're taking off Marvel versus Capcom Infinite off of Game Pass. I have the game downloaded. I didn't play much of it. It wasn't very good, in my opinion.
Yeah, Capcom was literally just RE-verse, which is the new Resident Evil multiplayer mode. It's like the multiplayer mode for Resident Evil Village. They're making DLC for Resident Evil Village. More about Monster Hunter Stories 2. They made a content roadmap for Monster Hunter Rise. I'm going to check that out. And
speaking of Monster Hunter Rise, how are you liking that Switch?
What?
I said, how are you liking that Switch?
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And how's Monster Hunter Rise? How much have you played of it?
Monster Hunter Rise? I've been about 20 hours in it or so.
And what do you think so far?
It's really good.
I think Monster Hunter World, it's on Game Pass. It's getting removed from Game Pass. I didn't play... I mean, I think I played like a little bit of Monster Hunter World, but not enough to like have an opinion on it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get into it as much because it was a lot more confusing. Rise is very easy to get into and not confusing, really. They made this one the easiest, like, for new players to get into. World was really confusing, like, trying to figure out what to do next and stuff.
Right.
So, like, I liked when I played the game, I just didn't get far in it.
Monster Hunter,
but this...
is that Capcom?
Yeah, Capcom.
Okay. Well, that's really all we have for E3, I guess.
And Capcom also has some kind of Ace Attorney collection.
I've seen the Ace Attorney stuff before. I know that's where that meme for like objection came from.
Yeah.
So I've never seen like a ton about what Ace Attorney is, but you know. So I guess we're gonna talk about Loki next then.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're adding 20 Hawks Pro Skater 1+2 to the Switch.
Was it? Yeah, I mean, didn't they get best like sports game or whatever at the Game Awards?
Yeah, because there were no other sports games that came out last year.
Yeah, well, Dirt 5 counted. I think.
Well, yeah.
I
But
like Dirt 5.
that's like the only other sports game. They also announced the
Hey.
new Mario and Rabbids game, right?
Okay, I'm hoping this is better than the first one. I ended up turning the first one in. I did not like the first Mario and Rabbids game. I felt like
It looks like it's a space
turn
game.
based. It's the Mario and Rabbids game were. They were turn based. Turn based strategy in it was not that great in my opinion. I think they said in this game, if you saw I think they said you're going to actually be able to move freely around the circle you're in. So maybe that'll make it better. You know.
Yeah.
I'll try it out. If it ends
I
up
think
getting
they
good
have the
reviews.
first one. They have the first one on sale for like $10. I might get it.
It's
Have something else
okay.
to
It's
play on
just not
Switch.
the best.
I mean,
I'll tell you that much.
it's rare that you can find a Nintendo Switch exclusive for $10. So,
True.
so
Especially a game
I
that
just
has
want to.
Mario in it.
Wait,
too.
no, never mind. Wait, is it? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. It's $10. I thought it was 40.
That's insane considering this game has Mario in it.
Yeah, if it's a Mario game, it never goes on sale.
Yeah. So I mean, if you see a Mario game for $10, buy it.
And also cartridges also don't jump in price because they're more expensive to make. So cartridge games almost always stay more expensive, whereas disc games are like a penny to make, so they're not as expensive. That's if you buy
Why are
physical.
cartridge games more expensive to make?
I guess cartridges themselves are just harder to make, whereas discs are so easy to just like make.
Print type thing.
Yeah, because I feel like you can just make a disc and then copy it a bunch of times.
Yeah. But I guess
Whereas cartridges. That's why they started using discs with games instead of cartridges, is because they were a lot easier to make. Like I think PlayStation normalized that, where it's like, hey, instead of using cartridges, we can use discs, and it's like way cheaper.
Yeah. Hey,
That's why
I'm
you don't really
watching
find like really cheap cartridge games.
I'm watching my computer. It had a new update like last night, I think, and I'm watching it now. The update gave a little like weather thing in the bottom of my computer that I can see. So I've just been watching the weather just drop. The temperature just dropped while we were recording this. It started out at like 85, and now it's at 79, and there's a moon because it's night now.
Nice.
I've just been watching it as we've been doing the podcast, just watching the temperature just drop down. Watch it next, it's going to be 78. Here we go, boy.
Here we go.
Alright, well, I think that's really all we could do with the E3. So, I guess we should go ahead and get into Loki. So, as a warning,
It's good. All right, that's the end, guys.
yeah, it's a really good series. Okay, I do need to say a warning though, real quick.
Spoilers.
If the one viewer that is watching us is Zan, I suggest you leave right now.
Or if you're not Zarin and you're someone else and you don't want Loki spoiled, then
Yeah, if you don't, I guess just for anyone watching, if someone's watching, if you don't want the show, ow, my jaw just popped.
and for when this goes on YouTube for people watching.
Yeah, when this goes on YouTube. If you don't want I might figure out if when I post this on YouTube, do like a thing that says like when we're talking about Loki, just for spoilers, you know. It's like if anyone's watching this on YouTube, or if anyone's I don't really think I need to. If anyone's watching this on YouTube, or for anyone that's watching right now, spoilers are about to happen for Loki. And if you like Marvel,
Loki dies.
Yeah. If you like the MCU, I suggest you, and you haven't seen Loki, then I suggest you don't stay, unless you don't care about spoilers. In that case, listen all you want.
So Loki dies halfway through episode 2.
Yeah, no, I don't really think I need to put anything in the YouTube video saying there's going to be spoilers at this point.
I mean, we just gave a minute of spoiler warning, so I think
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Alright, by the way, there are spoilers!
Yes.
Is my mic echoing or anything right now?
No, you're good.
I don't know, it sounded like there was. Alright, anyway. So, Loki.
It's pretty good so far.
Bowser, stop whining. Alright, that's all we need to know about Loki. I'm not joking. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
I think, and I don't like comparing them completely because they're all completely different series. But I think if I had to choose out of, like, oh, this is life or death. Which one do you want to do? If you don't choose one, you die. Like, if I had to choose between WandaVision, Falcon the Winter Soldier, or Loki, I'd probably choose Loki, just from what we've seen so far. I think it had a much better...
The next 4 episodes could ruin it.
Start. Well, out of the starts for it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember completely the first episode. Do you remember everything
of
from
Loki?
The first episode? Yeah. No.
I remember some of the stuff.
WandaVision. We're not talking about Loki anymore.
Yeah, I mean, after, like, in-game, he teleports, and then the TVA shows up and gets him, and then he wouldn't
finds
like,
he didn't want to do it. And then he goes in there and he looks at the projector or whatever that shows, like, the future, and he saw himself die and all that.
Yeah, and then he, then the Mobius finds him and starts trying to deal with them.
Yeah, so he can be on their side, like, help them out to find the other Loki.
Yeah, and then at the end, they send the squad to some area, and then the mysterious person burns him to death.
Yep. And then episode 2, I really liked episode 2.
It was good.
Because the next, like, the next Doctor Strange is called the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I definitely think that this show is going to lead into that. Considering this is like explaining the multiverse for the first time.
Yeah.
So I think that this show is going to lead into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it probably will.
You saw the end of last episode had, like, all the different branches just going out, like, going wild.
Yeah.
Well, I have a feeling they're not going to be able to fix it. Like, in the show, they're not going to be able to fix the branches, and that's what's going to lead into Doctor Strange, since it's called the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, and it might have to do with Doctor Strange trying to fix it.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to see Loki and Doctor Strange in the same movie.
I definitely think this show has definitely made Loki one of the best characters in the MCU.
I
think it's going to continue doing that.
So.
Oh yeah, he was already great. I'm just saying this is making him like a top tier.
This is a way, I feel like, because as we know, like, from now, the Loki that that actually died is a completely different Loki. It's another variant of him. You know, the Loki that is in the series is a completely different variant. It's a completely different person than the Loki that died. He's the one from the original Avengers.
Yeah, he's the one from right after the original Avengers.
Exactly. So I think this is their way to bring Loki back into the series. Considering, because most people, they just reset their timeline. They're not doing it with him. I think this is their way to bring him back. You know,
I think they're bringing him back, and I think they're going to do this. This is like a redemption arc, so that he can start right where he tried to, like, take over the world or whatever, but actually decide not to do that and actually redeem instead of just kind of.
It's like a redemption arc. Loki redemption arc.
No, I mean, literally, I think this is going to be a big redemption arc for him.
I think that's the thing. Before Loki, had before Loki. Before Loki had died, he was already starting to become better. Toby, can you quit? He was already starting to become more of a good guy. Like when he tried to kill Thanos and stuff, and then he was choked by a purple grape.
Yeah.
I saw a meme once. It was how to look perfectly fine while being choked by a purple grape. A book by Doctor Strange, or by Stephen Strange, and it was like Loki, like when he was like hitting Thanos and stuff, and then it was Doctor Strange just sitting there with like a perfectly calm face while being choked.
Yeah.
That was that. Not that it has anything to do with what we're talking about, but it was funny.
Yeah.
I saw that a while back. Like after Infinity War had been released, before Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is. I don't know where they're going to go with it. I mean, it might just end and be like, oh, this was Loki, just giving you some more content with Loki, but then after this, Loki's going to be gone and just he helped, you know. But I think it's more of a way for them to bring him back, you know. I don't think they're just going to leave Loki gone. I think after this ends, Loki's going to be back in the MCU, you know.
Yeah, I hope they bring him back, but I hope when they bring him back, he kind of stops with like how he back and forth, like constantly turning on Thor and stuff. I hope they just keep him one way instead of just always like every single movie at some point he turns on someone.
He's the god of mischief, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't care if he does dumb stuff like that's Loki. I just mean like actually turning and being bad in the movie. It just becomes kind of predictable. Where it's like anytime Loki's on screen, you know he's about to turn on the person,
right?
Like no matter what. Like I just hope they actually do redeem him. He becomes a good guy. He can do dumb stuff like mischievous stuff, but not like actually just because like even like in Thor Ragnarok, he turned on Thor at the end.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they don't just make him a completely good guy at the same time though. Like where he's like a cheesy, oh, I have to save the world. Like Loki's only interesting because he's not fully good or fully bad. So I hope they don't just make him completely one way.
Yeah. I want him to keep, like, he's, you know, like the Drifter is in Destiny. Like, he's for himself.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything to help people. He's not doing anything to help to go against people. He's doing anything that benefits himself.
Yeah, and also kind of where, like, you never really know what he's gonna do.
Right.
It's
so,
like he could
Loki's the same way. I mean, just because he said he doesn't like to kill. I mean, just because he said this stuff doesn't mean he's still, like, a good guy, you know?
Yeah.
He's still the god of mischief for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Either way, you know, he's still a good character.
Yeah.
And I hope they bring him back after all this.
I guess with all the branches, like, there's gonna be, like, millions of Lokis.
Dude, I mean,
do you think
they took for a long while to get the multiverse in, because in Far From Home, they said something about it. Like, you know how, I think it was that part where he was with Mysterio, Spider-Man he was like, oh, you're talking about a multiverse, and then there was like a joke or something, and it wasn't real, and then they bring it in here, you know? There have been hints towards a multiverse in a number of different movies, but never, like, actually bringing the multiverse in until now.
So, minor spoilers, I guess, for other movies here. Do you think the TVA had anything to do with the Avengers beating Thanos? Since they keep it all in one timeline.
I was wondering the same thing when we were watching the second episode, because you know how they said in the first episode that if you go in mess up the timeline, it's gonna mess it up and it's gonna create branches and it's gonna go crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the Avengers in Endgame traveled back in time to go, like, stop what happened so they could get the Infinity Stones and do it themselves, you know?
Yeah,
The reason I think nothing happened is because when they went into the timeline, I think it's because the TVA knew and, like, the timekeepers knew this is how it's supposed to go. This is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
They're supposed to go back in time, so it's still going along with the timeline. Also, before they went back in time there, Ant-Man told them not to do anything else, only to do what they're going there for, and not to talk to anyone or anything, you know, so they wouldn't mess something up. And wasn't Ant-Man like the one that talked about time travel? Like, he knew more about it than the rest of them. He's the one who kind of gave them the ability to do it in the first place.
Yeah, because that's what Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of set up.
Yeah,
with like the quantum realm and stuff.
Right. So I mean, he knew like don't talk to anyone. So just like Back to the Future, don't talk to your past self. You'll screw everything up.
So do you think that that's also why? I mean, I know that there's no way they like wrote this ahead of time. Like I don't think they've had the TVA in mind for the last decade. But
No.
do you think they're going to explain that how like the reason why the Avengers have always won is because the TVA made sure that they were in a timeline in which they won,
Yeah.
like in all the movies?
I don't know, but I mean, I don't really think they'll explain anything with that. I mean, but you know.
Because they also have the Infinity Stones as well. They had
Yeah,
that desk
they
with
had
like
a desk
dozens of Infinity
full of
Stones.
them. That's what me and my dad were wondering. Are they going to bring the Infinity Stones back for something in this series? Like, are they going to?
Avengers
I mean,
5.
what?
Avengers 5.
Oh, there's going to be other Avengers. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be
Yeah.
the same cast of people. It's going to be the new Avengers. I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's an entire comic book series called The New Avengers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think the Infinity Stones are going to be back in, like, the Avengers again. I think is kind of over. But since the Infinity Stones were here, I think there's a good chance that there could be something with them later on in this series. Like, something comes back with the Infinity Stones again. Either that, or it was just a harmless little, haha, whoop-de-doo, there's Infinity Stones here, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Because you know when Doctor Strange like looked into the future and saw like 14 million possibilities or whatever,
Yeah.
it just makes me wonder like if like the TVA forced the one like that one possibility to happen.
Because the one possibility was happening the entire time. Like, when they
Yeah.
had thought, like, oh, Thanos snapped, we lost. They didn't lose. That was still technically the exact line that they needed to go on. You know, Doctor Strange knew.
Yeah.
That's why Doctor Strange was like, oh, it's time. We need to go back now. You know, like, Spider-Man said that to Tony. He was like, then the wizard said, like, it's time to go. They're going to need our help and stuff. And then they all showed up, you know.
Yeah, so do you also think that the TVA forced certain things to happen? Like, do you think that they made sure that like Star-Lord messed up with Thanos so that he would end up snapping?
I think this was that's just the whole way that everything was supposed to go. I think anyone could mess up the timeline. Like, if Star-Lord wasn't to do that, that probably would have messed up the timeline in some way. You know?
Yeah. Because Thanos had to snap for them to win.
Because I think here's the thing: when the first Avengers happened, we saw Loki was fine. He walked through. That Loki became the one that died.
Yeah.
The thing about that was the Tesseract still got knocked out in the first Avengers, but they picked it back up, and Loki didn't pick it up. In the next one, when the Tesseract got knocked out, he picked it up. So I think anyone has the ability to ruin the timeline, but it's just up to them. I think the timekeepers are just there to set everything back to the way it's supposed to be if something messes up. I don't think they're actually controlling everyone's every move and motive to what they're doing. You know?
Yeah, it's just that if something happens that they're not supposed to, then they would reset
the TVA and the timekeepers are there to fix what happened with it.
Yeah.
I think it was cool how... See, you know Loki's smart, you know? Like, I think it was cool how he was able to figure out this guy's hiding in an apocalypse, you know? Because, like, whatever you do there doesn't matter, because that timeline is about to end anyway. You know?
Yeah. I hope they do go back to Asgard at some point, with Ragnarok.
Well, yeah, because he said, do you know about Ragnarok in it? You know, the event that destroyed
I miss Asgard.
I don't know. I was never a big fan of Asgard, but the whole bit with, like, the stuff with Ragnarok and all that was cool. And the part, where Thor's eye just started lighting up with lightning, and then he just went crazy.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking, like, when in Infinity War, when he went to go get a new hammer, I was like, dude, didn't you just figure out that you can use lightning without your hammer? You don't need another one. You're powerful alone. But then I realized you can't kill Thanos with just lightning, you know?
Just call lightning from the sky and it strikes Thanos.
He just dies. Alright, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about, you know? We've covered Destiny. We've covered E3, all the different stuff for E3 and Loki. So
yeah, I think that's about it.
we've been here for about an hour and about 20 minutes. So
yeah.
All right, this is definitely going to be one of our longest ones. I don't think we're going to have this much content to go over every other week. Just to let everyone know.
Yeah.
We just had a lot this week because we had
E3.
both Destiny weeks, E3, which gave us a ton of content to talk about. Speaking of which, I think if anything big happens, like E3, the Game Awards, like when the Game Awards comes out, we're going to have a lot to talk about then, you know.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the longer podcasts, but I think normal podcasts each week are going to be like 25 to 35 minutes at max, you know.
Yeah.
Because we won't have as much content. I hope next week's Destiny story is bigger so we have more to talk about there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been fun.
It's been real. It's been fun, and it's been real fun.
All right, I guess we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Will be Friday of next week. And I think I'm going somewhere the week after, so we'll probably have to pre-record for Friday. It depends. But we might, instead of pre-recording for Friday on the week that I'm going somewhere, like in 2 weeks ahead, I might just wait, not record on Friday, and then record one the day I get back, and then do another one on the Friday of next week. The reason for that is because the week that I'm leaving will be the week with the new Destiny stuff. Like the final week of Destiny stuff. And that's probably going to be pretty big, you know?
Yeah.
So we could either, like right after the day of the Destiny stuff, if I'm not gone, we could do like right after the day of the Destiny stuff, or on the day after we finish the Destiny stuff, we could record to get it out of the way before I leave, you know?
Yeah.
And then set it to schedule it for Friday, you know?
Yeah.
Which would probably be the easiest way to do it. Anyway, we're thinking pretty far ahead right now. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to have I asked Zan, I don't know if he wants to yet or not. He's still got to think about it. But in the future, in a few episodes, hopefully, we can have him on as a guest to talk about something, you know.
Yeah. We never met this person before, by the way.
No, we've met this person before.
We don't know him.
We know him. So what's up, Zan? What's your name? All right. Well, see you guys in the next episode.
See you next time.
Goodbye.